tired feeling great. There is a very beautiful saying, every thought of light that we hold lightens the whole world. Om Shanti. I, Hridyanka, welcome you all to your very own favorite show, Light of Knowledge. And as we discussed in the last episode, we were talking about peace as a virtue, the innate quality of a soul. And how can we actually find a roadmap to it is by making our thoughts really rich and positive. And for that, we have again with us on the show, we have Sister Suman with us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
It is just a splendid day just to have you here with us on the show today. Didiji, it is very much well said at the Brahma Kumaris, what I found out, that just as we, take nourishment, nutrition for the body in the form of food, which is rich in minerals and vitamins, so should we give nourishment to the mind in the form of pure, powerful and positive thoughts, because that actually helps us to combat, a lot of unfavorable situations in life, problems and in the times of despair. So I want to ask you, why the Brahma Kumaris stress so much on paying attention to one's thoughts?
Yes, we in our organization speak a lot about positive thinking, about our thoughts, because thoughts are the seeds of actions. Whatever action that we perform, first it is created in the mind. If we have to build a building, so that is created in the mind first, then it comes on the paper, then practically it's constructed. So in the same way, whatever we do, it is first created in the mind. So when we speak of transformation, if we just transform our behavior, then it is just a superficial level. But when we transform our thoughts, that will be permanent transformation. And as you said, yes, positive thoughts are like vitamins and minerals to the soul. Just like if I want my body to be healthy, I need minerals, vitamins and proteins. So I need that every day. I can't say, okay, yesterday I had taken, so today I don't want any food. So that is a constant process that I need to eat every day to use that energy in the body. So in the same way, to create positive thoughts in my mind, it works as vitamins and minerals.
Didiji, on this contrast, I would just like to tell you, because the lifestyle of the people today is changing at such a fast pace that everything is fast. We have fast food, we have junk food, and we all of us know by now that what kind of effect it has on the body. So that's the junk which we are having, the fast food which we are having, which probably doesn't has that mineral and vitamin. And all of us are aware about that. And probably we are not able to change our lifestyle, our food habits with that much of comfort. So in the same way, I would like to ask you, is it that easy to, shift our thought pattern to positive, where we already know that we are already in a, leisurely habit of thinking negative all the time? Is it that easy?
No, it is not easy, but it's a constant process. In order to build my muscles, I'll have to do workouts every day. If I do my exercise one day, then I don't exercise for the next 15 days, my body can't be healthy. So I'll have to do every day or 5 days in a week, at least for half an hour, right? Might be not 2 hours, but at least for half an hour, I need to do that every day, at least 5 days in a week. So in the same way, I need to practice to think positively most of the time in my life, so that, that I channelize my mind towards positivity. It is simple mathematics, plus and minus. Positive thinking is addition of my energy. Negative thinking is subtraction of my energy. But as you said, Negative thinking is so easy. It's easy. We are in a luxury of thinking negative.
It's coming naturally to us.
It is not natural, but we have made them natural. It is not my innate quality, but in the process of time, that has become my natural nature. So, but then we are draining out our energy. My energy level is reducing because of my negative thinking. And then in a long run, then we get depression, we have different types of problems. And most of the doctors say that more than 80% of our diseases are psychosomatic.
Okay.
Right? That is created because of my negative thinking.
That sounds interesting.
So, if I make my mind powerful, body will also be healthy. So, these two are interconnected. Soul and body are very deeply connected. So, when exercise is also necessary for the body, but along with that, positive thinking is very, very much necessary.
You have been repeatedly talking about mind.
Yes.
When I look at my physical body, I am not able to trace out where my mind actually is.
Yes.
So, and when I'm talking to you continuously, my mind doesn't come to a stop.
Yes.
And it is thinking and thinking.
Yes.
And how to bring back my mind on the right track.
Yes.
So that when we talk about positivity, I'm ignited and I'm focused to think only positive, only powerful.
Yes.
Can you just help me to know that what is this mind all about? The game of, just mere thoughts.
Yes.
Can we really put that into our control?
Yes. There is an illusion. People say that mind is a naughty horse. It is very difficult to control the naughty horse. But we in Brahma Kumaris say that mind is like a small child. In order to control the small child of 6 months or 1 year, we don't say, okay, don't touch this, do this, do that. Like if we control, then the child wouldn't do it. Right? So in order to control the child, we divert his attention. If we don't want that child to go into the kitchen, so what do we give? We give the child some interesting toys in the drawing room.
Some incentive.
Some interesting things for the child to play with. And say, okay, be involved with these toys, playing, then automatically the child wouldn't go into the kitchen. Right? If we say, okay, don't go into the kitchen, then definitely the child will go into the kitchen.
Go into the kitchen, right. Absolutely right.
Right? So in the same way, if I say to my mind, okay, don't think of that person, don't get angry, don't get jealous, so I am invoking my mind to become jealous, to get angry, to think of that person, right? So instead of that, we say, okay, don't think of what you don't want in life, just think of what you want in life.
So the focus changes from negation to affirmation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So if I say, okay, for the next few seconds, for next 30 seconds, don't think of a monkey.
We'll constantly start thinking of a monkey.
Yes. Because might be you have not thought of a monkey for the past 6 months, 1 year, but as soon as I say the word monkey, that picture pops up in your mind. Right? So in the same way, instead of, if I say, okay, my house should not get robbed, if I say, and if I create that thought constantly, robbers would definitely rob my house one day, might be after 3 months, after 6 months, because I am creating that energy of negative thoughts. So I am inviting indirectly those thieves to come and rob my house. So instead of thinking of robbery, what do we think?
That I'm protected and I'm safe. Nobody can rob my home.
Yes. No, nobody can rob my home. Rob is again a negative word.
Okay.
Right? So instead of using that negative word, let me use a positive word of security. I am secure, my house is secure. So when I constantly create the word of security, the thought of security, I'm secure. I'm creating a positive aura around me and around my house.
So does that mean that especially when we go and meet a sage?
Yes.
And we just get captivated by the personality of a sage.
Yes.
And we just feel like sitting beneath that sage
and
having a personal conversation.
Yes.
Is it the thoughts which are revolving around? Because you just mentioned that it's an energy.
Yes.
So how does that really work and influences our environment?
Because whatever thoughts that we create, that is radiated into the atmosphere around me.
Really?
Yes. So if I think positive, that is radiated into the atmosphere. If I think negative, that is radiated into the atmosphere. For example, if you go to the hospital, all the patients are sick there. And there is an atmosphere of pain. So when you go there, you don't feel good. The feeling of pain, some negative it is there. So you don't feel good and you don't want to be in the hospital for a longer time. You just want to rush out.
Absolutely.
And when you go to the jail, there are so many thieves and murderers around. And there also you wouldn't want to stay there for a long. You want to run out.
Does that mean that the energy flow over there is negative?
Negative. And if you go to a temple, a prayer place where people come and think of God and pray, have positive thoughts there, you just want to go and sit there. Spend some time for half an hour, 1 hour. You just want to go and sit and do nothing there. Right?
So does that mean that it's the environmental impact on the mind, but what we are talking about is the mind also impacts the environment? Are both
Who created that environment? It's the mind. The people coming to that place are creating those positive thoughts, and that is why that positive atmosphere is created. So this has an impact, right? So we can influence the matter.
Okay.
The human mind can influence the matter. For example, like few years ago, Dr. Emoto of Japan, he's a scientist and he experimented with water. Because water is very sensitive for vibrations.
Okay.
Because it is in liquid form and the atoms are loosely connected, so it is very sensitive to the vibrations. So he took a few glasses of water, and on one water glass he put the word love. On another glass he wrote a hate. Another glass he wrote jealous. Another glass he wrote respect. And he put those glasses in a public place where many people would come and go. Whoever read those words would create those vibrations. Okay? So whatever words were written on the glass, those vibrations were caught by the water inside the glass. So after a few days, he took those water glasses and he crystallized them and put it under the microscope and saw the crystal forms. And to be very surprised, the water crystal of love was so beautiful and radiant. And water crystal of hate was dirty and all disoriented. And respect was also beautiful, and jealous was really dirty crystal. So this really proves that we can really influence the matter. So when we can influence the matter, the body
is a part of that matter.
And it is more than, I think, 70% water in the body. So whatever thoughts that I create is absorbed by my body, because that is the closest thing. My body is closest to my mind. So whatever thoughts I create is absorbed
by the body. Does that even mean that we can reverse the process? Because you just mentioned that most of the diseases that we have today are psychosomatic.
Yes.
So in case if we want to reverse the process, then we consciously shift from negation to affirmation. Will that heal our diseases?
Yes. But in that case, we should not neglect taking our medicines. We have to work on both the sides. We have to work on the physical level to keep our body healthy. If I say, okay, don't exercise, sit in one place for 24 hours and then eat whatever you want, all the junk food, but create positive thinking, that wouldn't work. Yeah, that will work to a certain extent, but yes, we have to work on both the sides. Keeping my body healthy, but along with that, keep our mind positive. But nowadays what happens is, most of the time, we pay attention to our body and we pay less attention to our minds. So, because why the case is, because we can't see the mind.
Yeah.
Body I can see. If something is happening to my body, I can understand that. Right? If somewhere there's some pain is there, I can understand, okay, there is a pain, I have to treat it. But if something is happening to my mind, if jealousy pops in, if hatredness pops in, we wouldn't understand that. But consciously, if I check it every time, all the time, then I will understand.
So it is the whole lot of junk thoughts.
Yes.
That is eating up our energy.
Yes.
So we say that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. I think, but the vice versa is also true?
Yes.
So would you, Didi, just like to give us more points on what is the contrast between the various kinds of thoughts that we have, like the positive, the negative? Is there a clear line which is, distinguishing the both?
Yes. There are various types of thoughts that we create throughout the day. One is positive thought, another is negative thought, third variety is waste thought, and the fourth variety is the necessary thought. Okay, so positive thoughts are those thoughts, to be very simple, many people would say, okay, if I, give respect to others, all variety of thoughts are there about positive thinking. But to be very simple, positive thoughts are those thoughts through which I get happiness and give happiness to others.
Right? That we can easily figure out.
And these thoughts are based on virtues. On virtues and values. And negative thoughts are those thoughts, just reverse of it. Negative thoughts are those thoughts through which I give sorrow to others and receive sorrow in return. And these thoughts are based on negative thoughts, based on weaknesses, or we can say negativity, based on all these weaknesses, right? So, but sometimes we give sorrow to others and I feel happy.
Yeah. Because that my intention is of the revenge. Maybe.
Yes. I want to insult you. I want to, just put you down and prove you wrong. And then I'm happy, But that again is, okay, I'm giving sorrow to you, but I'm experiencing happiness. This doesn't mean that it is positive.
Can I say that maybe that energy will come back to us? Yes. What we have given out?
Yes, that is a karma philosophy.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever I give to the world, that comes back to me. So in one way or the other, might be today I'm happy by giving sorrow to you, but sometime in the future, I will definitely reap the fruit of my action. Right?
Well, that reminds me of a very beautiful book, which I read some time ago by Rhonda Byrne. The Secrets.
Ah, okay.
That's a very well-known book.
Yes.
Where how to apply to that book was that it simply said that simply what you want to create in your life, create it here first.
Yes.
Now I'm actually having an understanding of what it actually meant.
Yes.
That we need to first work at the level of our thoughts, the energy that we're sending out to the universe.
Yeah.
Because that will reciprocate to us.
Yeah. I would say, we need to work on the level of our intentions. Because, many times, doctors, for example, doctors operate on the patients. They are giving sorrow to the patient. But what is the intention of giving sorrow? In the long run, the patient will be healed. Without operation, the patient can't be healed. So, with the intention of giving happiness, the doctor is operating on the patient. right?
True.
That temporary sorrow is there, but in a long run there's happiness. And the parents scold the children with the intention of rectifying their character. Intention, with good intention, right? So intention is very much important than the action.
It means intentionality of action.
Yes.
And there in between lies somewhere the thoughts.
Yes.
That we create.
Yes.
Consciously or unconsciously.
If the intention is positive, but my actions are negative, because superficially when the person says, okay, that is a negative action, but intention is positive, then it is counted as positive.
So it will give us a positive result?
Positive result.
Oh, that's
positive
wonderful.
Result. Positive
that's
result.
Wonderful.
And the third level of thought are waste thoughts. And it is very tricky and very dangerous. Because negative thoughts we can identify, we can recognize, but waste thoughts, it's very difficult to recognize.
Okay.
Very difficult to recognize. Thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future, unnecessary things coming up in my mind. And that works as a slow poison. You know, slow poison doesn't give the effect unless it is towards the end. Right? So in the same way, it eats up the energy of the soul, of the mind. So then towards the end, I say, oh, I can't make right decisions, I'm in depression, and I can't concentrate. All these things come up because of waste thoughts.
So can it help us to sail into a journey of these pure, elevated and positive thoughts? I mean, I would just want to experience, and I want all the audience to also experience this, that really positive thoughts can work on us just the way it worked on water. Would you like to sail us through that journey?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Sit and relax. Take a deep breath. Have a good feeling about yourself. I, the eternal being, is full of positivity. Positivity is natural in me. And the people surrounding me are also positive beings. Have a feel-good factor. I am good. Others are good. The world is good. I am beautiful. People around me are beautiful. And the world is such a beautiful place to live in. Thank the people for what they are. And I thank God for whatever I am having in my life. I am having that feeling of gratitude for whatever I am having in my life. I am appreciating each and everything. Hold on to this feeling of appreciation and gratefulness. Om Shanti.
It was indeed wonderful. And I felt as if it is in our own hands that we can actually cultivate the art of creating positive thoughts. It is just a step away.
Yes.
But we need to make a first move.
Yes.
And really, thank you so much for joining us to sail us into this beautiful journey of pure positive thinking. Thank you so much, Deepti.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
With this, I think we will travel ahead and we will travel beyond to know that what really pure and positive thoughts are. And we want all our viewers to please be with us and join us for the new series which we catch up in the next episode with the light of knowledge. Thank you. Om Shanti.